I'm going to count down.
Can if you like.
1, 2, 3. Hello everyone.
Everyone.
And welcome back to the Dog and Partridge, a place of home fine craft ales. If you haven't met me before, you're visiting a beer festival very soon. It's the world famous real life Alan Partridge.
It's my world famous, hopefully visiting a beer festival if you can find one to go to, Brewmaster Brother Dave Partridge.
Hello everyone.
Hi everyone. Evening, bro.
Evening.
How's it going?
Oh, a lot better in a minute when we've had some beer.
Oh yes. That's what we're here to do, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Test beer.
Test beer. It's
Test
our
beer.
job.
Do you think you're going to be in a better mood this week?
I had no idea until we tested beer.
Got a bit around you last time, folks.
Oh, that's how beer gets you, doesn't it?
Yeah. So, what's on tonight then, bro?
Well, on tonight across the range of beers across the bar, we have Hobgoblin Gold Gluten-free.
Oh, lovely.
We have one of those one session kits from Dark Rock.
Oh, lovely.
Aussie Gold, mate.
Aussie Gold, mate. Oh, yeah. Well, I'll have
And
a
we've
minute.
got one brewed called Amber Gambler.
Well, we're starting then, bro.
I think we want to start with the Gold.
Oh,
We have done it before.
Going straight in.
We have done it before. Oh, before we start, I just want to do a quick shout out to one of our YouTube subscribers, laid up in bed in a minute, watching our back catalogue. That's Paul Vickers. Hello, mate. Hope you get well soon.
I saw the picture of him as well, bless him.
And also, I'd like to say a special thank you to the Malt Miller guys. Thank you very much, Malt Miller guys, for sending us some glasses and
oh, yes.
inside.
Thank you, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah, you're all right. Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Back to beer.
Back to beer.
That's right, you got to shout out these people when they, send you nice messages and things. Right then, this is Hobgob.
Yes.
Premium all grain beer kit.
Yeah.
From Dark Rock. Comes in one of these big boxes. I'm sure you've probably seen them all by now.
Big bag of grain in there, and all the hops weighed out for you like a proper kit should be.
Yeah, malt, hop pellets, brewing yeast, brew, da-di-da-di-da. Delicious like Hobgoblin beer. We know what Hobgoblin tastes like, but this is obviously a gluten-free one.
This is now gluten-free because Dark Rock now are also doing some little additives.
Rightio.
And this one in particular is fairly important because this one's called Glute Gone. So all your glutes are gone from your beer. Right. So people with that rare disease, celiac disease, or people just want to cut out glutens from their...
gluten from home-brewed beer. Comes in one of these little things here, if you can see that.
It does say if you're making beer from grain. Now, I don't know whether that would work the same on kits, but it does sound about there.
Probably not, I wouldn't have thought, because the glutens are slightly different, because it's obviously the natural ingredient in the grain, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, okie dokie, rightio.
So I added that to it, and I added some hop boost, but there was something, a bit of ray with my beer when I was brewing it.
Why, bro, why?
Well, it was about 30 degrees outside on this particular day I did beer. And I've got a lean-to outside where I make my beer underneath, and it was about 45 degrees in there. I think I created my own atmospheric pressure.
A bit like your own ecosystem.
You'll be like my own mini ecosystem, because even though the one brewing system got up to 100 degrees,
yes,
it didn't do like a rolling boil.
Okay, right, okie dokie.
It just did like lots of steam and not bubbly, like whatever.
Right.
So I'm expecting the beer not quite as rounded.
Okay.
And probably not as full-bodied as Hobgoblin Gold was, but
right.
I don't think we'll taste too much difference.
Okay,
the glute's strong and the rest of it.
Let's have some of this then.
There you go.
Oh, thank you very much.
Try that.
Oh, she's the right colour.
It's the right colour, and it's lovely and clear on mine, isn't it?
That's very clear.
Isn't it? It's good,
That's
isn't it?
crystal. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but that's crystal, that is. No head retainer in there, or is that just normal?
No, just normal. Ooh.
Overly punchy nose.
Not overly punchy nose, and you can smell that grain a little bit more.
A little bit.
I think that's got something to do with it not boiling properly.
Yeah.
You know.
It's got a sweet sort of smell to it a little bit as well, yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Not bad though.
Not bad though, is it?
Oh, that's quite refreshing and nice, that, isn't it?
Free going wrong.
Yeah. And if you hadn't told me it was gluten-free, I wouldn't know.
No, you won't. I don't think
know.
that's going to reflect the flavour before.
No.
What happened on that day probably has affected the flavour slightly. It's made it a little bit more sharper, I think, with the hops.
Yeah, but they're quite nice.
Yeah.
Sort of kick to them a little bit. You know, it's still smooth. Not obviously, it's quite citrusy sort of flavoury in it. Sort of, yeah, it's nice.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've done my kick before. We know what it tastes like. But I just want to try if we can taste any difference with glutens, and I don't think we can.
No. Cracking. Are we going to give it a 10 out of 10? Or...
I'm definitely a 10 out of 10.
You know what? Oh, well, that's nice and refreshing. That's good, that. I like that. Ooh, nice one, bro.
Nice one.
What's next in the DMP?
Well, what's next in the DMP is another dark rock beer, but completely different now from full grain. We're going to switch down to those 1 tin kits. Now, I say switch down, that's probably a bit of a bit rude, really.
To be honest, it's probably the other end of the spectrum, isn't it? So
Yes.
from full grain back down to sort of like extract 1 tin kit. So here we go. Look, the Session Series Aussie Gold Ale. So it looks like one of them.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. How much is one of these then, bro?
Which is on top, $15.99. Oh, I didn't know that's the other one.
Actually, it doesn't.
$15.99 for the 1 tin.
$15.99.
Does include hot boost.
Okay, it says now include hot boost.
And it does include a pack of dry hops. And if you read the blurb down there, bro, it should say what dry hops are in it.
Well, it says here, bright, refreshing golden ale, best served chilled. The subtle flavours are provided by fresh Arawaka and a Nelson Sauvignon. Oh, yeah, nice.
Now, if you remember, we did No Drama a few weeks ago, and it had the kind of same hops in it, I think.
Was it a 1 tin as well?
No, it was a part grain.
Ah, okay. Right,
So,
okay.
so it'd been dear, it'd been up of 30 quid near there.
Now, I noticed next to me, I've got a beer enhancer.
Yeah, you can put sugar in it if you want. I love this beer enhancer. It comes with pure brew in it. It says it's going to give you a more full-bodied feel. It says it's going to give you like a nice head. It's basically going to be like...
Yeah, does what it says on the tin. On the packet here, superior alternative brewing sugar. This pale ale kit enhancer has been carefully formulated to condition brewing water, boost fermentation, improve body and head retention, and enhance flavour and mouthfeel.
Well, we'll be the judge of that, won't we?
Okie dokie. Right, yeah. So this is Aussie Gold.
Aussie Gold. Now, we have a couple of these 1 tin kits in the past. This is their Session Series. They have got quite a few in the range, so we are trying them. And there you go, sir.
Lovely, thank you very much. Not dissimilar colour to the last beer we just had, to be honest.
Are we getting those Ricky Wire hops in here? What they are?
Oh, I'm getting some of this.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
It is nice and cold, so it will.
Yes,
will
this has
kill
been
the aroma a little bit.
this has been through your Guinness pump again, hasn't it?
Yeah, been through the chiller.
Oh, I tell you what, that smells lovely.
Lovely citrus smell coming through there, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to this one. Cheers, bro.
Cheers.
That's good, by the way.
That's cracking.
That's cracking, that is.
Oh, no, those hops provide a real fruit refreshing watermelon and
oh yes,
and
get that
and citrus flavours there.
Citrus, watermelon, and also a nice bitterness to it as well.
And a nice dry bitterness in the background. But not only that,
even better on the second mouthful.
there's a good mouthful feel.
Oh yeah.
Coming probably from that enhancer. And look how it's kept his head. I mean, come on.
Oh, that's cracking, bro. That's straight in for a 10 out of 10.
Straight in for a 10 out of 10.
Now then, is it good enough for the 12 points extract kit board thing?
What are you trying to say, bro? Is it good enough for the 12 beer kits of partridge?
I lost my words there, did I? Oh, you know what? I think it could be.
I think it could be, bro, you know. I reckon that is cracking. I reckon that could be on there. That could replace something. I definitely could think it could replace the Muntons.
The Continental
Pilsner.
Oh, it could do. I think these need to stay on. The Mangrove Jack's Juicy IPA, Muntons Tony Rebel, these are good kits.
These are good kits.
Yeah.
These are good kits. We have already got Dark Rock.
The West Coast IPA in.
And
the Indian Pale Lager.
Now, is it better than any of them two?
I don't know, I've got not one God's taste one next to it, have I?
No. You just got to use your memory.
Oh, I don't know, mate. What do you think?
I think it's definitely better than the Continental Pilsner from Muntons.
Yes.
The mouthful feel alone is like, that's nothing like a kit. That. Yeah.
Oh. So, do we knock a Muntons off or do we replace the Dark Rock one that's there?
Don't know. Should we discuss it another time?
We'll discuss
and if you stay tuned, we'll let you know in the future.
But that's 10 out of 10 all day long, that.
All day long.
Cracking beer, that.
Cracking beer.
Lovely.
I don't think it's up here above.
No, I don't think it's going to get up to that Muntons flagship range, that hazy IP. That was just stunning, that beer was.
Oh, better than the Festival Storm of Glory or the Young's American. Young's American's one of those ones I just turn to and make every now and again just because it's.
But certainly the bottom sort of 3 or 4, it's certainly in with a chance that actually bottom 2. Bottom two, I'd say. One of them two. Yeah. So we're still discussing it. We should stop now, shouldn't we? Right then, bro.
Right then.
Third beer.
Third beer. I don't know about that. Quite good.
It is very good, mate. I like that.
Let's hope this next beer is as good.
Ooh. Right then.
This is from GEB Beer over at Ireland. If you haven't been across that website before, check them out. They do still ship to the UK, even though we're not part of that. They're
European thing, that union thing, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, so no box for this because it's an all-grain kit. Amber Gambler all-grain ingredient kit. An amber ale with more caramel than a typical American pale ale. Bursting with smooth caramel notes and abundant hot flavour, aroma perfectly sessionable. It's 5.7. So yeah, and
5.7.
Yeah, and there's all your info on it there as well. And this is £18.50.
Bargain.
Bargain. And have you added anything else into it, or is that straight from that? Just £18.50.
Pure brew.
Pure brew.
I just basically have pure brew to everything.
Holy moly! That's a colour change and a half, that is, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not bad, you know. I don't to lie, it's fairly clear. And I want to say it's a bit darker than amber, but I suppose.
Holy moly!
What?
Well, I you know what? I'm at a fun fair and I'm sniffing at cinder toffee.
Is it really? Yeah, I suppose it's.
I'm certainly getting that toffee vibe from it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Right.
Right. There's really a slight red tinge to it, actually.
A little bit, yes. I'd agree with that as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cheers.
Certainly getting a toffee nose. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh my gosh, don't you?
Yeah.
Caramel and toffee. But then the hops dry it out at the end. And actually it's quite well balanced. I quite like that myself. You don't, do you?
See, this is what I don't get about Rail. I know he doesn't like sweet things.
It's not sweet.
That is a bit sweet.
It's not.
But toffee...
Not like Muntons. Not like that Muntons.
No.
Bloody stout that wasn't stout.
Toffee in itself is a sweet, isn't it? And that tastes like toffee, which is sweet.
Well, then you can say it tastes like burnt caramel.
Yes.
I'm leaning towards the caramel. And I always think caramel can taste a little bit better, especially if you just slightly burn it.
Yeah, I'm getting out of that. It's all right.
What do you mean it's all right?
It's not my bag. I've given 2 out of 10 out of 10 already. It's a style of beer. Obviously, it's nothing to do with the kit because my brother loves this. I know he does. For me, it's just I don't know. He really likes that.
I really like that. It's a good mouthful for it. It's full grain, and yes, it does. I see what you mean about the sweetness, but it's balanced out by the hops, and it's well balanced. It's not like, oh, I'm trying to drown out the sweetness with a load of hops.
No,
this is all.
The hops are nice and dry.
There's quite a lot going on the palate.
There is a lot going on. Purely because it's not my style, I can't get a 10 out of 10 now.
Boring.
I'll get the coat.
I wouldn't give that 10 out of 10.
I'll go as high as an 8.5.
She's arguing with the brewer. He's really pushing his luck.
No, it's just not my beer, bro. Anyway, yes. That's what I think. That's what he thinks.
Well, that's what I think. I think that's a worthy good beer. I would make that again and enjoy it, and I'm enjoying that point.
And this is the lovely thing about all our beers, isn't it? Because everybody has a different opinion on beer.
Right,
everybody. We tend to like a lot of the same thing, but now and again we'll disagree a little bit. So, and these are just our opinions.
And of course, I don't want everybody thinking that we're complete raving alcoholics, because we did actually pour a couple of beers away, didn't we?
Yeah, and when you consider it, that's 80 points down the drain.
Yeah, we poured the Belfast Blonde away. I decided I couldn't live with drinking the Muntons because it was just too sweet. I haven't put it away yet. I'm going to try it again in a few weeks' time, but I think it will not make the bar again.
Not in a hurry.
And the ciders we've made in the past, from a couple of videos back, I've kept one of those as well. So.
Don't eat a few bottles here and there, exactly. So yeah. Anyway, shall I have a look?
What's coming up next time in the Dog and Partridge? Stay tuned.
Dark Rock Session Series Citra You see, I do like a sip.
It's another one of those 1 tin kits, though, isn't it?
Oh, is it? Lovely.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? They're working out really well.
They are, yeah.
Malt Miller, ROTAM.
Rhyme of the
Ancient Mariner.
Yes, of course, we've made Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner before. It's one of my recipes. You can find it at the Malt Miller. I've done it again because I thought it was a little bit too dry last time. So I added slightly less cascade this time.
I think that could be good. Good idea, that. Yeah, cool. Then we've got Munton's flagship, another one of the flagship range, the West Coast IPA.
Now, the West Coast IPA is 5.7%. You do get a big bag of sugar with it to add as well. So I'm wondering again how that's going to affect the final taste.
Okay.
But hopefully they can reinstate themselves as being a really good
top
kit.
of the range. Well, they're on the top of the leaderboard at the minute.
Yeah.
Is that about it?
That's about it, then, right?
Thanks to all those people that are watching us on their YouTube, and if you're watching us anywhere else, click on over to and subscribe on that button down here somewhere. Yeah. Thanks for everybody that makes the comments. He usually replies to most of them.
I'll tell you what, bro. I think you ought to pick your glass up of your really wacko type beer before we do a goodbye.
I think that was that one down here.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Because you're not going to drink that, are you?
Possibly not.
It's just me then.
I will be drinking quite a bit of this.
Well, if you want to see us still here next time after he's drunk a load of Aussie gold beer and he hasn't turned completely Australian. Until next time, it's a goodbye from him.
And it's a goodbye from him. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
To the Queen!
To the Queen!